Hey guys, it's Redox. Welcome back to another Teamfight Tactics news video, and it seems like Riot has released all the champion skill lists in the game that will be coming out with the 50 champions. So how cool is that? We're going to go over all of their skills, and if you guys don't know how auto chess works, which basically this game is, in auto chess you can only have one skill per character or champion. So in League of Legends, we all know that all champions get 4 skills. But Riot had to choose just one skill per champion and give it to them for Teamfight Tactics, because you can't have all 4 skills activate at the same time or whatever in Teamfight Tactics, as it's going to be the same thing as auto chess. So there's only going to be one skill per champion in Teamfight Tactics, and they're not going to have all their 4 skills that you'll normally see on Summer's Rift. Okay, so the first champion will be Aatrox, and Aatrox is a Blade Master type, so he's going to be a melee champion, and he gets his first Q as his active skill, but no second cast, so his Blade is going to knock up champions in front of him. So that's a pretty good crowd control ability for a melee unit. And then the second unit here is Ahri, and Ahri gets her Q, but no healing on the Q. So her crystal ball is going to do AoE magic damage, but there's going to be no healing. Of course, that would have made Ahri a lot stronger, but with the AoE damage, I think it's going to be fine for her. So the third champion is Akali, and she'll get her normal Q, so it's just going to be an AoE magic damage, but with no slow. So it's basically just Ahri's Q. And she gets no ultimate, which is a little bit disappointing because Akali's known to jump around and shadow dash to people, and that's really what was fun about her. But I guess this is auto chess, so it's not going to be like that. The fourth champion is Anivia, and she gets her normal R, but with no slow. So she does get her ultimate. It's going to do AoE damage. Once again, no slow on any of these guys. The fifth champion is Ashe. She gets her normal R, but randomly targeted. Ooh. Okay. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because in auto chess, champions don't really target. Well, they do target champions with some of their skills. I guess this skill, yeah, it's gonna just hit a random target. It won't hit like the closest guy in front of her. But it makes more sense that Ashe would fire her big arrow to stun someone right in front of her instead of random units. So I'm not really too sure on the randomly targeted part. The next champion is Aurelion Sol. He gets his normal ultimate, which is going to do a ton of damage, but without the knockback, so there's no crowd control with that. Blitzcrank is next, and he gets his Q on the furthest target. Ooh, that's interesting. I expected Blitzcrank to get his signature pulling his arm out move, but it's going to hit the guy in the back line and not the guy in the front, so he's going to be great for killing ranged units. The next champion is Brand. He gets his ultimate, but no passive involved, so his ultimate, it's going to be that big fireball that bumps around all these champions, going to do a ton of AoE damage once again with no second effects like the other champions. Braum will get his E, his shield. It will apply to all damage types and not just projectiles, but because in Summer's Rift, it really only blocked range damage, but this is going to block like every single damage. So he's going to be a very good tank. Cho'Gath, he's going to have his Q without the knockup. You guys know what his Q does. It's just going to do some damage here, but without any crowd control, so I don't know how that's gonna work. Darius, he's getting his normal Q, and that thing does a lot of damage. You guys know that he spins his axe. Draven, he gets a passive grant stacking bonus on hit and attack speed. So Draven, his signature axes, he gets the Bloodlust and he attacks really fast. That's really what his skill is. And then the next one is Elise. Human form is E. Then R's and gains 2 spiders. Ooh, okay, because Elise has 2 forms. She's going to be able to send out that cobweb or the spider web, and then she's going to turn to an ultimate, her spider form, and then she'll get her 2 little minions. That sounds much stronger than some of these other champions, to be honest. So maybe the animal or these shapeshifter forms are going to be a lot stronger in the game. I'm not exactly sure about that. The next one is Evelyn. She gets the normal ultimate, but can only deal damage to 3 enemies. So her spikes, her ultimate damage can only hit up to 3 enemies, so I'm guessing it's going to be very powerful. Fiora, she gets her W, but stuns 1 enemy closest to her, so that's the riposte, or I believe it's the deflection skill. So it's just like in the game pretty much, it will stun somebody. Gangplank will passively make barrels and detonate on cast. Ooh, okay, that reminds me of the Devastator of Auto Chess Mobile. He's going to basically plant bombs, and then it's going to blow up. That sounds really strong. Gangplank, I feel like he's going to be a very strong champion. Garen, he's got his normal E, but becomes immune to magic damage. Ooh, immune. If he's completely immune to magic damage, that's pretty good actually. That's very good. Very good against magic comps as well. So he's gonna do his spin to win kind of thing, and then he's not gonna die to magic attack. Gnar, he's gonna transform and then jump to the furthest enemy and ultimate knock back everybody. So I wonder if he has his crowd control here. It doesn't say that he's not gonna have the crowd control removed. So I'm guessing his ultimate is going to be able to knock back a whole bunch of people or stun some guys. So once again, Gnar is going to be one of those transforming shapeshifters like Elise. So he's going to transform into his beast mode. Graves, he gets a passive, normal passive without knockback. Okay, so he's just Graves basically. There's not much to say about that. Karthus, normal R but only to a number of random enemies. Makes sense because if Karthus was able to R on everybody, I think he'd be single-handedly the strongest champion in auto chess. But it's only going to be a number of random enemies, so it could be one enemy, it could be two enemies, it could be five, so sometimes it can be OP. Next one is Kassadin. He gets a passive as well. Steals mana from enemies into a shield. Okay, so he basically eats up the other guy's mana, which means the other champion can't use any active skills, and he turns it into a shield. That's really nice. Katarina gets a normal R, so her ultimate just does a ton of damage, as you guys know, just like Summoner's Rift. Kayle gets her ultimate without the damage portion, so it's just gonna, I guess her ultimate's gonna make somebody invincible for a couple seconds. That sounds really strong as well. Kennen, normal R with passive, so he's gonna be doing that whole lightning maelstrom, do a whole bunch of damage. And Kha'Zix is going to be normal Q with isolation, so he's going to go invisible sometimes. He's going to jump out and then do a ton of damage with his Q, like in the game as well. Kindred, she'll get her ultimate without the healing and only for allies. So basically she's going to be able to freeze up your guys, make them all invincible for a bit, save some of your champions on the board for a time period. So that sounds like a pretty good ability, similar to Kayle. Lissandra will ultimate another target if she has more than 50% health points, but she will self-cast if not. So if she's below 50% health, she's going to freeze herself up and not the other guy. Okay, her skill sounds pretty decent. Lucian will get his E, then passive attacks, but first attack is AD and second attack is AP. So his first attack is going to be doing physical damage and second damage is going to be doing magic damage. Lulu is going to get her normal ultimate, so it's going to give extra health to another champion and then bump everyone up just like normal. Misfortune will get her normal ultimate as well, so she's going to do an AoE damage with her bullets. Mordekaiser will get his Q, but no bonus single target damage. Morgana will get her normal R, her ultimate, so I'm guessing it's going to stun everybody as well, as it doesn't say anything about no crowd control. Nidalee will get her human E on herself and lowest ally, then R's. So she's going to heal herself and the lowest health ally, then she's going to turn into a cougar because she is a shapeshifter. Pyke, he's going to get his E, but towards the furthest enemy. Once again, he's very similar to Blitzcrank, so he's going to target the weak guys in the backline. Reksai, he gets his normal W, but becomes untargetable and heals. Rengar leaps to nearest enemy and Qs. Sejuani does her ultimate, but stuns after a delay instead of instant, so she is going to be stunning everybody, but it's going to take some time before it activates. Shen is going to have his W, bring his Spirit Blade to him, and then create a protective zone, blocks all damage. Shyvana, she's going to have a dragon form, but instead of jumping into the front line like she normally does, she's going to R away. She's going to ultimate away from the champions, and then she's going to have ranged attack, and it's going to burn opponents from far away. Very interesting. Tristana, she's going to have her E, but explodes after 4 attacks. So her bomb is going to be a ticking time bomb, basically. Varus is going to have his normal Q, so it's going to be the piercing arrow. Vayne will have a passive skill. It'll be her normal W skill that's going to do more damage on hit. Veigar will have his ultimate, but insta-kills if Veigar is higher level. Wow, that's crazy. So Veigar is going to one-shot guys if he is higher level than the other champion. That sounds pretty scary, guys. Volibear is going to have a passive skill, but it's going to be his ultimate skill. So he's going to be doing lightning bolts every time he attacks. Warwick is going to have his ultimate, but he's going to target the enemy with the lowest health and then stun it. Yasuo is going to have his Q. Third cast grants Tornado. So his Tornado is going to activate upon the third Q. Wow, so he basically has 2 skills in one. Seems like Yasuo is always going to be OP in any kind of game, guys. Zed, finally, he's gonna have his normal Q. So just his shurikens. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We basically just read into all the champion skill that are going to be in the game as of now. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think about these skills. Do some of them seem a bit stronger than the other? Maybe we could have had another skill. But once again, leave me a like, thumbs up, comment, and subscribe if you still haven't. And I'll be back with more content for you guys. And I'll see you guys next